want us to decide on who has the best nose, because I feel like we are entering the decade of Brazilian nose lifts, and that is just something I just came up with.
Coined it.
Lord.
Yes,
Clock it
because
in the chat.
yes, okay. Because the way Bondi talks about like the BBLs and how we constantly were seeing them so much, I'm like, damn, this is
Shit
giving
pissed me off.
what Bondi was saying. Like, because every time you look around, somebody's getting a new nose, right? And right now, the biggest star, and we're gonna get into some TikTok girlies, but I want to get into Glorilla and this nose that she decided to go get. And it looks like it was angled down and she got it flipped up. I think it's still swollen.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we may need to give her some time. It might fit her, but that
It
may be
won't.
the issue. Getting a nose that don't fit your face. I'm in
It
support of
won't.
you. Work, get what you want to get done, but y'all want to see more before we comment on it.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. Let's get into more. All right. So here's another person. I may be a little bit of music playing, so I may mute it at some point. But can y'all see this one?
Mm-hmm. She does not need one at all.
Let's get into her.
I don't even know who that is.
And you guys tore me apart. You told me I look like Michael Jackson, a Whoville, and that I ruined my face. Today marks 4 months, and I'm finally ready to show you what is underneath my tape. Okay, so do you remember when I got my cast off? No, you don't, because I never posted the video. 7 days after my surgery, I went to get my cast off, and I never posted the video because I literally thought I was botched. Then I came on TikTok crying, telling you guys I could not show you my nose. What you didn't see was my true reaction and how I looked when I was hiding from the internet. I just posted the full YouTube video where I show you everything. Cast off, the moments I was too scared to share, and the unseen bits you guys have not seen. Month reveal. Here is my nose at 4 months post-op. It looks so different from when I had originally posted it. I still have so many more months until it's done healing, but the cast off video is insane.
Now I want to try and get a old before if I can find one. This is it.
That's helpful.
This is like a before.
What?
Totally unnecessary. Totally unnecessary.
Let me make sure. Yeah, because she
go
just
back
got
some
this,
more.
right? Yeah, let me go
back because it's like 4 months ago that she got it. So you got to go back a little bit. I went back in her page and it did look completely unnecessary. I was just like, for what though?
Let's see where we at with this. Okay, this may be. I want a closer up one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do this one.
That one right there.
Girl, get the fuck.
Exactly. Nisi, that was what I'm like. Good, you don't sit your.
One thing I do want to call out though.
That's terrible that she would do that to herself.
One thing that I'm noticing, I've been saying it this whole time. People were pissing me the fuck off because they don't understand natural geometry. In that video you was just showing, her nose took up at least a third of the width of her mouth. Now, because she got the surgery, it's taking up less than a third. Even if it's off by a hair, the shit look weird, especially on black people. On black people, it at least needs to take up the middle third of your mouth.
Child, it look better in the dark, but wait, we got more.
What I said about them looking good.
It look better in the dark.
No, it always look better when they have on makeup. When they have on makeup, it looks like a filter. But when they don't have on makeup and they have the true dimensions to their face, the shit looks weird. Y'all, I can't get over how they have to break your nose in order for it to look like that. So when she was taking that shit off her nose, I was uncomfortable. It's like they really be taking the shit and go like when they break the nose so that they can reshape it.
They go.
Let's get into her.
Why we both?
This is what she's looking like from the front.
It looks interesting.
Okay, from the front. Jump scare. Jumper scare.
That one right there got me. That angle.
She still has some stuff in her nose. I think the stitches or something she said.
I don't like the dimple that happens on the side that makes the nose look pinched. I hate that. Because it looks like you can't breathe. Not Michael Jackson. Not Michael Jackson as the fucking the profile.
She changed it.
Because they keep calling it that.
By Michael Jackson's doctor, and you guys Apparently,
look how small her nose is in comparison to her mouth.
Beat me up in the comments.
Ooh. What did it look like originally?
Again, I'm still in the early stages of healing. This is not my final form. I can't wait to document my journey and take you guys along to see.
You already sound like you can't breathe through your nose.
Apparently, I got my nose done by Michael Jackson's doctor, and you guys ate me up in the comments.
I have to go back, ma'am. Oh
my God.
Wow, beautiful. Oh my gosh.
She was pretty.
Why did she do that?
Get the fuck out of her.
Now, but she didn't need it.
Why?
Your way back into your life.
My.
I did.
You know who she looks like right there? She looks like, was it John? Who was the character? Girlfriends.
Tony.
No,
Was it Tony?
It was Lynn.
Tony, the one that kid always dated, not the light skinned one.
Oh, because I know she got a nose.
That's
Not
Tony.
the one that had the husband with the child, but the other one. Was it Tony Childs?
You talking about her? You talking about Golden Brooks?
Not her. She had the one.
You talking about Tony who ended up being with the white man at the end?
That may be her. Yes.
Okay.
That's Tony.
Yes.
Oh,
That's what she looks like.
Yeah.
Without
Jill,
before the nose.
Before the Jones. Yeah.
Child. Okay, we got more. Okay. Not that many more, but we gonna get into it.
You can tell it's a part of an aesthetic. It's a part of I look like a chocolate covered white girl aesthetic.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Bonnie. That's exactly what it is. They want to look like they want the Eurocentric features, and the shit look crazy because the things that I feel like make black people look so beautiful are the high cheekbones that you can't really duplicate, that they try to duplicate, the full lips that they try to duplicate. Then you go get this button ass nose that does not complement the cheekbones. It don't complement the width of your eyes. It don't complement the width of your mouth, which is why your mouth look 10 times bigger because your nose is this small. The shit is weird. It needs to be stopped.
All right, y'all. Let's check her
sad
out.
for her because she looked beautiful before she did that.
She did.
I did get a rhinoplasty done 2 months ago, so right now I'm about to do my.
You really found a lot of holes.
By the way, if you are not subscribed.
All right. She got some great
with a good one.
She looked like Reginae a little bit. Just a little. Because her lips are extremely like, girl. Pull it back. Chill out.
Guys.
Y'all, you was right, Niecy.
So this is it from the front. As you can see, it is very much swollen, but it looks really good. I'm gonna see if I can insert a picture or photo here.
That's what
because
she looked like before.
It is a big difference. Like if you see my before, he like brought in my nostrils, and now I have a bridge. This is my nose from the side. As you can see, I have a bridge. He did put in a rib cartilage, so this right here is hard. It can't be pressed down. He put that in, and this is my nose. I have on no makeup right now.
Hers don't look as bad.
Uncut. So my doctor did tell me to do
light massages. She looks weird as fuck with it being pinched on the side and her mouth looking that big, and like that nose fits her face. Like, I mean, you know, the girls are gonna do what they, but like I said, you got to put on makeup because I want you to show me what that shit look like with no makeup on it.
Yes, $4,500. That is it. And when I say my doctor,
everybody about to go get their tax refund.
Look as bad as the others to me.
No, it doesn't look as bad as the others, but it's still. It's
the reason why hers don't look as bad is because she still retained length. But she just switched this. She added this going swoop instead of hump, and she got the pinch. But I still feel like her width is still pretty much retained, which is the main thing.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I still don't like that pinch on the sides. Like, but the way when she took the tape off, you could tell it was still healing. Click on one of them ones that look a little further.
Okay, further down.
Oh no, I'm up. I'm
like. Oh, one of these.
Yeah, one of those. Because that don't look bad.
No, I don't. But are y'all noticing that it seems like she keeps showing, like I'm not getting her face straight.
She going here.
Like an angle.
She going here.
You know
Because she's more
why?
infatuated with the side part of her nose versus how it looks in the front. Girl, we trying to see your face. But it don't
Yeah.
look bad.
But you see
Is
how,
what I've seen.
you see how her lips look when she leaned to the side, and it just kind of looked like big old fucking lips and that little bitty ass nose. Like it looked like you can't breathe, but your lips been sucked through a cup, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I mean, I want the girls to be happy. So if y'all happy with that, I'm happy for y'all. But I do feel like every time I see that, I feel like somebody else lost this battle that we fight to not give up our own beauty for somebody else's. And you know, I hate to make it sound like that, but that's what it feels like. It's just always like a slight disappointment. Like, damn, they got to you, huh? They made you feel so
Yes.
bad about your shit, huh? Like,
Glow.
Possibly. I'll give an alternative. Maybe she hated it since since she was younger.
but
Have you?
why?
Because you know, people with wider noses, I feel like they get joked on the most.
Yeah,
Like, and I
absolutely.
think that may have, but then that's still, you know, adds to your point though of like, dang, they got to you.
Yeah, like, you know, all of that bullying worked at some point, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking about earlier, my dad had a cauliflower nose, like a big nose. So when I was a kid, he would always pinch my nose because he did not want my nose to be like his nose. So I was made conscious of how he felt about it. Like when I tell you it was a thing, give me your nose, give me your nose. Like always squeezing my fucking nose when I was a child because he did not want my nose to be big like his. And I feel like I used to hate that back then. And now that I'm an adult, I wish somebody would have been like, nigga, if you don't fucking stop, like stop doing that shit. Like your nose is fine, her nose is fine, everybody's nose is around here is fucking fine.
Yeah.
But you could tell it's because people picked on him about it because he had the cauliflower nose. Anybody with the Jackson 5 nostrils, they get picked on. And I made this point earlier on my live. If you go look at the Jacksons, all of them niggas had the big noses, and then all of them niggas went and got surgery. They all look better before than they do now.
Yeah, they look scary.
It's like at some point, it's just like when we gonna like learn that this is just like a societal pressure, but it's not based on anything real. But I know the girls want a certain type of lifestyle. You could tell by the way she got that waist trainer on and the type of wig and all of that highlighter under her fucking eyes. Like y'all are trying to fit a certain aesthetic so that y'all can get, you know, whatever rich white man that likes black girls. Please,
We all know white men like the hard wig, soft life.
exactly.
Oh God.
This can't be for no white man. This got to be for the girls on social media.
Oh, you think this for the girls on? You think these hoes do this for girls on social media?
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't
But
think they're doing this for men.
I wish the fuck I would go get my nose broke for a bitch I ain't fucking. I wish the fuck I
Hollering.
would.
I don't think they're doing this for men. I really don't.
That's wild.
What y'all think of this
like,
one?
to, you know, to catch a certain type of nigga. That's what I feel. But you know, from the side, I'm upset.
Let's get past a minute. I think that's when the audio cuts off.
Y'all, this them taking off this tape is making
Hell
me.
no.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, the bridge.
She don't like it neither. Oh my gosh.
I wonder how many.
I'm in love. Literally, I
Why is
am
it turkey nerd? Turkey
in
nerd.
love.
She got it in Turkey.
She went to Turkey.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the type of nose.
She's swollen still. She's still swollen.
She is.
Let me see what you was before. I do not like the after.
Why do I feel like they all want
do
that
not
pinched
like that.
nose that's like right above a big ass lip? You saw that? Like
The filter. It's the filter. But I also think there needs to be a deep dive into the age of the girls who are getting this done because they all look like they around 26, 27 under. Nope.
Is this the new one? I guess so. She done removed all the old ones.
she shouldn't have.
I mean, there's some people who won't take a picture without a damn filter. So
Honestly, I noticed something. Regular pictures, like not cell phone, Regular photo pictures look way better than cell phone pictures. Like, it's something about cell phone pictures that obscure your look in some type of way. But if somebody would take like a regular Polaroid, you would look so good with no makeup on. That's why, like, when you would see pictures from the 90s and shit back in the day, you like, damn, everybody looks so pretty even with no makeup.
Everybody look good.
Yes, it's because it's something about the cell phones. I'm starting to feel like the camera on your cell phone is bringing out every slight discoloration to make you think you uglier than you are, so that you will put filters on, or so that you'll fix it. Because y'all know everything is to make you go spend some money to fix something.
You might be on
Lucky, I remember they had that law in Texas for like 2 days where you couldn't use filters because it had something to do with like the AI and the face recognition and all that stuff. Lucky, they should have kept that shit. They should have kept that shit. I'm gonna have to stand with the Republicans on this one.
Yeah.
Ban filters, okay?
No,
what about this? Oh, go ahead.
Now, did you see there was one I saw? This white girl, and she was getting some fast food or some shit, and you know how you move out the camera so the filter go off, and the way she had all of them wrinkles and spots on her face, but when she moved back the way it looked, when I tell y'all, I was just like, yeah, that's how them hoes be catfishing everybody.
Oh, damn. Let's check her. What do y'all think about her?
I'm nervous already. Ooh.
Go back.
I was nervous already just because look at how prominent her cheekbones are, her lips are, the chin. Nope.
All right, let me see what she's
I
giving.
need some more because people be making sure to post the shit that look the best, not the shit that look the most accurate.
Let's see if she gonna show us here.
She also looked like she lost weight. Not indeed money buys happiness. I hate y'all. Shut up. And tell us why neither Kanye West nor Trump seem that happy. Tell us.
I think she don't. I think it works. Yeah,
it look good, but I also
feel
look
more realistic.
It does look more
realistic. After? That's the after?
Yeah.
Oh, it looked different from when she was laying down.
I'm gonna tell you though, she also she lost weight and she cleared her skin up. So you did a whole bunch of shit so that you could be, the baddie you've always wanted to be.
One girl had a good one.
That's a good one.
I'm gonna have to send it. One girl had a good one, but I feel like hers is good because her nose was already.
Click on that. What's she talking? Click on that.
Right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks fine.
But it doesn't look. It looks good because I feel like she had one of those like really soft, cushy noses on her face, But I also feel like, when you actually kind of look at it up close, it looks a little off. But I feel like she feels like she's a baddie now. So do your thing, love. I hope you're happy with it.
Well,
most celebrities have at least 2. That's true.
Well, that's that. Before we move to the next thing that we're about to get into, let me see real quick what the super chat say. Have y'all seen or done the trend asking Chat GPT to read you for Phil? Please try it if y'all haven't. So fun.
I have.
I haven't yet. I saw
I have.
Why do I want somebody? People read me every day. I'm exhausted with being humbled by the world. I don't need that.
I sent her to my Instagram. She said I couldn't decide what the fuck I wanted to do between being a mom, a realtor, and a YouTuber, and I was fake bougie. She did. I was like,
yeah, no, I'm all right.
She was like, I can't tell if you're trying to be an influencer, a YouTuber, a mom. Like, what are you trying to do? I was like, okay.
Wow. Nah, that's not what I'm about to do that bitch for at all. I can use real people if I want to get told some bullshit about myself. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for the super chat, Gardens and Goddesses. Unknown to man. And thank you for the super chat. A long lie is what it looks like. She's talking about papoose.
He was reaching for it. He was trying to find it.
He was. Thank you for the super chat, Dion. What will these girls look like or when they're my age, 56? They are doing too much and too young. I do agree. I do agree. Thank you so much for the super
Wow.
chat. Keisha says, I hate the unnatural bubble lips too. Same face for all. I agree.
And that's what I don't like. I don't like that everybody looks the exact same. I think we're supposed to have like our unique differences that make us beautiful.
Yes.
You know, I just, and I get it. I get it. I live in this world too. And I know I'm like one of the, you know, considered like a lucky motherfucker because I ain't got no big ass nose like my paw.
Bondi, I'm so glad you said that because as I'm looking at the screen, I'm looking at all of us and I'm like, are we really the ones that should be talking? Because we ain't really had them problems.
Yeah, no.
So,
somebody might have said something to me one time, and I do feel like sometimes when I smile, like this thing happens with my nose right here, like where it just looks kind of crinkled in a way that it doesn't when I'm not, like, you know, this thing right here. I don't know, but it's also because I wear glasses. But I don't know. Like, I feel like Tanya gave me she slimmed it out. Like, Tanya slimmed out the cauliflower nose perfectly. Like, I've looked at myself enough to be like, I think I'm good. I think I'm good.
Oh, exactly. And sometimes, like, my nose is round, but it fits my face. Can you imagine if I got a nose small on the features?
So
That's what I'm saying. The features, my eyes are wide, big, cheeks out here, lips. Like, I just don't understand why people are doing this. Your nose fits your face. Rock with it.
Yes.
Well,
And
I feel like I get it. I feel like I
get it.
Yeah. I mean, as long as they getting it, as you said, and it was another girl on TikTok that said that too. Like, y'all, and she got her nose done. And that may be who you're talking about when she said, y'all problem is that y'all are getting noses that don't fit your face. And she said, look at my nose. I did a good job with mine. I was like, oh, but you did.
But did you see her nose before though?
No.
The doctor I just sent it to you on Instagram. Her doctor hardly had to do anything because her nose was already a desirable nose. Like, I feel like a lot of the black girls that are getting it done would have already asked for her nose anyway.
Gotcha.
Like,
so I was like
your girl who was on
I think this is her right
Beauty
here.
in the Black. The girl who was in Beauty in the Black that when it got that unnecessary nose job.
Hate
her nose was already like a ideal nose.
Yeah, this girl.
Yeah.
That's the new one.
Yeah. She look good.
It's supposed to be undetectable. You guys, black women, your nose job is supposed to be undetectable. You guys are asking for the wrong noses. You guys are asking for noses that does not fit your face. I am someone who had an ethnic rhinoplasty, and you can't even tell. I tried my hardest to not engage in this conversation, but this has to be said. I know there are black women out there who will like a rhinoplasty. So at the end of this video, I am going to show you what I asked for in order to get a nose that may fit your face. This is my nose before. As you see, it's wider. I did not have a bridge, and those were my two main concerns. I did my research for years, maybe 10 years, and this is me 6-week post-op. Natural, nice. You can't even tell I even did anything, and it has no scar, okay? Zero scar. This picture here was probably like a few days after. Wow. And this was probably like 8 months, I believe. Long story short, please get a nose that fit your face, and here are the tips here. Ask for this. And I think you'll be good.
Oh, there it is.
Okay. I'm gonna say this. She looks beautiful. So if you can get her doctor,
picture here.
But what I will say is that there's a level of this that feels like you're just trying to obtain some level of perfection that seems slightly unnecessary because there was nothing wrong with her face before to me. She was very beautiful. And then saying, like, I think it's this thing about wanting a bridge. Why is that? Like, why is that so important for you to want to have a pointy nose? I don't get it. But because it doesn't necessarily always, I'm gonna tell you what it is for me as I've watched those noses as they get older. Halle Berry and Patti LaBelle are my two favorite examples, right? They did have good nose jobs. Patti LaBelle and Halle Berry had really good nose jobs when they first happened, to the point that a lot of people don't even recognize that they had nose jobs. However, as they've gotten older, it's almost as if they had left their noses alone, they would look younger as they've gotten older. Because I think as you get older, your features become a little bit more angular and less full. And so when they go and get that surgery done early, by the time they get to like their 50s, they start to look older than they would have looked. And that's what I've noticed about getting that nose job. That's just a little, you know, making you a little bit more pointy, a little bit smaller than before. But I can see, get it, you know, like, especially like, go look up Patti LaBelle before she got her nose job. I can see why she would have went to get it. And I also felt like the time after she got it, she looked great. It was a great nose job. But I still feel like on some level, it just, I don't know why we have to do this. Like it kind of, as a person that looks at the whole picture, it just kind of bothers me that we always feel like we have to be pulling and tucking and changing and just a little bit, you know. But I also want people to do things that make them feel beautiful and make them feel good about themselves. I just don't want it to be like a thing where you feel like you need to constantly be trying to make yourself look like another person. Because a lot of the girls look the same now, and there's no individuality in that. Like Tamar and Nene and the girl from that podcast with Angela Yee, and you know what I'm saying? Like they're so they all have this same face.
Child. Well, let's keep going. Anais, I hope I said it right. The irony of this all is always people who look like you who are critiquing you the most. Leave your face alone. Thank you so much for the super chat. And I do agree. It do be us that do a lot to us. Thank you, Deshaun, for the super chat. I'm low key scared for the girls who change their noses if they have children. Yo, I literally was thinking this. The generational insecurity low key scare me. You know what scares me too, and not really me, but them. When a baby be like, "Mama, why your nose like that?" and mine is like this. And daddy nose is like that, but mine is like this. Because even though you get your nose fixed, it don't really fix them genetics.
Not at all.
And you know what the white people do? They just get their teens nose jobs. You know, the middle class to rich white girls, they get their nose
Got
jobs.
it for her graduation gift.
I
can't send her to college with that nose.
Or this flat chest.
No, we know about white people getting nose jobs as well. That's why we just said that they've been doing them longer and they did them first. Like we know that they have to get them. But yeah, it's definitely not from a hate place. It's more so of a protective. Let's just be clear that we're not always trying to change ourselves to look what's more, you know, appeasing to white eyes, to the white gaze, basically.
Right.